or 317. 317. I feel like it's too big. Yes. I think it's too big. The resolution should be less than that. Right? And sorry. Yeah. I'm scared. Oh. And what? Display. Oh, this is enough. This is big enough to stand like this, right? But a bit blurred. So it's blurred because after the display of it. So it blur everywhere. It's not only here, but it's 6 sections here too. It's more even. Let's see this one. Holy crap. It's like what? Can you guys see this? Well, right? Yeah, I see, but it's not about when I reinstalled the OS actually, and that may be because of the problems. Really? Because of the projector? HDMI? Okay, let's try this one. This one is big enough. Maybe we can ignore the blurriness of the sound. But in here it looks very smooth. Let's just get started. All good, right? Okay, let's start with chapter 6, which is on working with files and directories. We will run through very quick because it's too simple, like using an OS, using Windows 7 or Windows 10 or MacBook, and now just change the OS to Linux, so it's still almost the same. When we work in a Linux operating system, we will know how to manipulate files and directory. Some Linux have GUI based, but it's still important to know the CLI command line. Command line features a rich collection of commands that allow you to manage files. So in this chapter, we'll talk about that. Who else uses Linux in their product and services? So Cadillac. Cadillac is a knows Cadillac. No. It's a car producer. Cadillac is a biggest car in Cambodia at the moment. Big big black type you can see on the road is even bigger than what's that? Tundra, even bigger than tundra. Cadillac. China Bank, Travelocity, Electrolux, DreamWorks, Banco do Brazil, Raspberry Pi. This is about hard disk, chipsets, things like that. London Stock Exchange, or use what? Linux. Let's go ahead and we will talk about files directory, hidden files, and directory, home, absolute, and relative paths. So files is file, directory is kind of like folders. Hidden files and directory is files and folders that are hidden. Home is like my computer in the Windows. Absolute and relative paths common options for ls at least command, recursive listing, cd, dot and double dot, home and 10 and tilde. This is called tilde. I'm creating, moving, and deleting files. What command do we use? Use mv command, cp command, rm command, touch command, mkdir, and remove dir or mdir. Files, directories, case sensitivity. Just in case you type ls minus dash something and it doesn't show up as what you expect to see. It may be because you put a wrong capitalization. You want to put small b but to put big B, then it is something else. This is just introduction. So understanding the files and directory. So files are files. Directories are also known as folders in some OS. This structure is somewhat different than what you might be used to if you previously worked with Microsoft Windows system, because on Windows system, the top level of the directory is normally called My Computer. Each physical device like hard disk, DVD drive, USB thumb drive, your USB key, network drive, etc. shows up under My Computer. You put something in, it will mount into a drive under My Computer. So each assigned a drive letter, which means all the media is assigned by a letter C, D, E, F, or G up to all the letters. Can I have user in my So it's a bit fast, but do not worry about that because too simple. So here, as you can see, that is my computer, and then program file under drive C, data on DVD under drive D, USB key under drive E. And that's it. This is on Windows. Let's scroll on something. Oh, good. And have to turn back. So like, this is Windows, my computer, drive and things like that. Like Windows, a Linux directory structure has a top level as well. It is just different in the way um, Linux top level is not my computer. It's root directory, and it's normally symbolized by using a slash. Like this slash is a root directory, similar to my computer. There are also no drives in Linux. I mean, there is no drive. So each physical device is accessible under a directory, not a drive letter. A visual representation. Sorry. Okay. How can I move little by little? So this is root directory slash. Then there is etc. There's home, there's media, USB disk, and etc. In the directory structure, the way Linux structure all this graphic that you see now, the diagram, is called a structure that Linux call it file system. Not only Linux, every OS has a file system. To view the root file system, type ls slash. So when you type ls slash, then it will show your root. We show a bit. So it's so see, nothing happened. Maybe the internet is down. Yeah. And I have to kill someone to get it to work. Narod, to be careful. Okay, so let's just skip because ls slash root is just the same meaning as you view all the folders and files under root, under the top directory. It's like you go to Windows and then click on My Computer. And under My Computer, how many drive and things under. Okay. Let's set this terminal here. Move internet. Is better than USB. Next. Directory path. Right. Using the graphic in the previous section as a point of reference, you see that there is a directory named sound under a directory named etc, which is under slash directory. An easy way to say this is to refer to the path. So sound is a directory, etc is a directory, slash is a root directory. So if you want to say that your file or your folder is in one location, then you do not say in this and this and this, you just say in a path. Path is like slash under slash etc sound and then your file. And that is a path. The etc directory originally stood for a certificate, which is Latin, a certificate. in early documentation from Manlet, this is used to contain files that did not belong elsewhere. So any files that do not belong to boot or do not belong to something that has a specific meaning, then it is in etc. And in modern Linux distributions, the /etc directory typically holds static configuration files as defined by the FHS file hierarchy standard. Seriously. Okay. So at the moment I talked about /etc/sound. So the first slash represents the root directory, while all other slash just represent the separation of directory names. So this sort of path is called absolute path. With an absolute path, you always provide directions to a directory of files starting from the top of the directory structure, which is the root directory. So the absolute path always starts with a slash from the top and go down to your file location. And again, with an absolute path, you always provide a directory to starting from top to where your file is. Later in this chapter, we will cover a different sort of path, which is called relative path. The directory structures shown below are provided as an example only. These directories may not be present within the machine here. Maybe it's not present there, but yeah, it's just an example. So the following graphic demonstrates 3 additional absolute paths, which is /usr share, that is genome, doc, and sounds. USR share genome /USR share doc /USR share sounds. And this is path. Let's go ahead to home directory. The term home directory is often confused with beginning Linux user. To begin with, on most Linux distributions, there is a directory called home under the root directory. So there is a root slash and then a home directory. Under the home directory, there will be a directory for each user on the system. So the directory name is often named after the username. So let's say username Bob, so the directory will be /home/Bob. Your home directory is a very important directory to begin with. When you open a shell, you should automatically be placed in your home directory, as this is where you will do most of your work. So most of your work, if you do not need to do anything to damage your system or to change the system behavior drastically, then you just do all your work in your home. So home directory is one of the few directories where you have the full control to create and delete additional files and directories. Most other directories in a Linux file system are protected with file provision. So on your home, you can do a lot of stuff, like add or delete, modify all the files that you create. But most other directories in Linux file system are protected with file permission. So in the below section there will be example. On most Linux distribution, the only users who can access any files in your home directory are you and the administrator of the system, which is the root. So only you and root that can manipulate all the files in your home directory. This can be changed by using file permission though, which means although by definition only you and the root can do all the change, create, delete, modify all the files you do in your home. But if the root change the permission of your home directory, then other people might be able to change your files as well. Your home directory even has a special symbol. If your home directory is /home/sysadmin, you can just type tilde on the command line in place of /home/sysadmin. You can also refer to another user's home directory by using the notation /tilde and then username. But remember, it's tilde username directly, not tilde then space then username. Just tilde username directly. Let's say I log in as let's try first. Let's cd to something like su sysadmin, and then netlab 1 2 3, and then we go to /download. Internet is super slow. Yeah. Just cd and if you want to get back to home of sysadmin, then we can just cd and then sysadmin.
Yeah, if you want to go to other username.
Let's go to root and then go to sysadmin. Actually, should we use cd or just go directly? No, we still need a command. Right? We can't just use tilde and then sysadmin. Right? We can't just use like this. We have to at least put a command or something. Like
No, we can just put cd and tilde on cd if you want to send thing, you go to the home directory of the user.
Let's su, and I go to root. So now I go to root, and then I will just let's not put cd. Can it go to that without cd? No. Then we can go cd and tilde sys and min. Đừng go to home sysadmin, right? Okay. Just make sure there is no space between it. The tilde and the username. Note that a listing reveals subdirectories contained in the home directory. Changing directory requires attention to details. attention to detail. What detail? The detail like CD. After you get to your sysadmin home, then you CD to download. And finally, the command about design error. It's just because Linux environments are case sensitive. So the small letter D and the capital D is different. So you just change the capital the small letter D to capital D, then you can get into your download file, download directory. Current directory. So tilde means your home. So what means current directory? Your current directory is the directory where you are currently working in a terminal. When you first open a terminal, the current directory should be your home directory by default. But this can be changed as you explore the file system and change to other directory. So at the moment, we just move from this directory, which is tilde home. Yeah. So we move to download. So it changed, then prompt can be changed all the time. Your current directory always change when you work with your system, move from directory to directory. While you are in a command line environment, you can determine your current location by using print working directory. This command, previously it's actually print the directory. There is no output in here. There is no output in here. It's just a system, and then you console into it, and you print current directory, and we print in the printer. And that's why the funny name, print working directory. Actually, we just can say display or something, but we use print because traditionally it actually print out on the paper your current directory. Additionally, most systems have the default user prompt, which is this way. So in the graphic above, the tilde character indicates your current directory. Okay? As mentioned previously, the tilde character represents your home. Normally, the prompt only displays the name of the current directory, not the full path from the root. You know what I mean? Normally, if you are under download YouTube video, then it will not display from the home like /root /home /sysadmin /download /video up to the end. It just display your what here. It just display the name of the current directory, not the full path from the root directory downward. Okay. Let's say I go deep into somewhere. There's not much thing in here, so let me. Just an issue. Okay, and then now our current directory is home sysadmin, but we go into further subdirectories, then it will not show like /home /sysadmin /download. It just show download. Yeah, when I cd into download, and then enter, then it will just show the current directory name download. It will not show /home /sysadmin /download as absolute path. It just show your current name. Okay, ahead with changing directories. If you can literally understand changing directory and the cd command relationship. CD is the command coming from the word changing directory. C and D. If you want to change to a different directory, then you use cd. For example, the following command, etc sound events, then use cd, like I used previously, so we do not talk about it anymore. Note that there is no output if the cd command is successful. So this is one of those no news is good news type of things. This type of thing, like no news is good news. If you try to change a directory that does not exist that has not existed in your system, then you will receive a news, an error message like no such file or directory. When you cd and then there is a news to you, then it's a bad news. If you cd and no information, no alert, no news at all, then it's good news that you successfully getting into your location. If you want to return to your home directory, you can either type the cd command with no arguments or use the cd command with the tilde character as an argument. So you can just use cd to get to your home, or you can use cd tilde to get to your home, same way. cd command. Then 6.3, there is five topics. Now we go to the first one, relative path names. Recall that a path name is essentially a description of where your file or directory is located in the file system. You can also consider a path name to be directions that tell the system where to find a file or directory. So a path name is a direction to find your file or directory. For example, the cd/etc per net command means change to the net directory that you will find under the per directory, that you will find under the etc directory, that you will find under the slash directory. It's kind of like that. It's like net directory, this net directory that you will find, this net directory in the per directory. And per directory is the directory that you will find under the etc directory, and it's at the root directory. Yes. So when you give a path name that starts from the root directory, it is called an absolute path. In many cases, providing an absolute path makes sense. For example, if you are in your home directory and you want to go above your home directory, so you need to go from root. So root etc per net, because your home directory is under root, and you want to go upward, you need to specify the absolute path. So cd/etc per net. Because of what? Because here you are in your home directory, and your home is under root. So you want to go to other root, to other folder. Like etc is the same hierarchy as your home. It's not under your home, so you cannot use relative path. However, if you want, very hot. However, if you want, what if you were in the etc per? What if you are in here and you want to go to etc per net? So you are already in here and you want to go to one directory underneath per. And would it be fucking boring to type the complete path to get to a directory that is only one level below your current location? So in this situation, you want to use a relative path, which is a path from where you currently are. It's relative. path, which means from where you are now to get to that, how many directories you need to move. Yes. Oh, in here it also says the definition. Relative path provide direction using your current location as a reference, as a point of reference. So recall that this is different from absolute path, which always require you to use the root directory as a point of reference. There is a handy relative path technique that you can use to move up one level in the directory structure, which is double dot directory. When I go to toilet. You look worried. Are you missing home or something? So what's the problem? Nothing. Okay. Good to have nothing. Because you have nothing, you will lose nothing. Regardless of which directory you are in, dot always represents one directory higher than your current directory, with the exception of when you are in the slash directory. Why they accept? Because slash directory is the top level directory. If you use dot and then go to slash, it has nothing. It's like no meaning. Okay? So when you are in let's say I move to cd slash, and then I cd dot, where will it take you to? It just takes you to the same place because it's already top of the hierarchy. And while the double dot is used to refer to the directory about the current directory, the single dot is referred to current directory. So double dot is one upper your current location, and dot is totally your current location. It would be pointless. I mean, it would be no point, meaningless for an administrator to move to the current directory by typing cd dot, because you're already there. Why do you need to type cd dot to get there at the same location? But it is more useful to refer to an item in the current directory notation. So it's more useful to refer to an item in your current directory by using // notation. For instance, your current location, pwd is home sysadmin. So you want to go downward. So you can use cd downloads without slash, or you can use cd dot, which means your current location, and then download one directory underneath it. See that? You cannot see it. You must not able to see it. And sit here to the wall. Yes.
And when we read it, just click on
Yes. Yeah, I know what they do. Okay. Download, pwd, and you go to download. It's this way, and then you cd dot come back. So what's the point? Why don't you just go cd downloads? Why you need a dot or something? This is useful when you do programming or you copy it to somewhere. But one more important thing is the dot. Sometimes you are under current location, which is home sysadmin downloads, and you want to understand the details of the current location. Then you want to make use of that current location. So what can you do? You cannot just let's say I go to cd very hard. cd, and then you go to tilde. Oh, wait, actually I can just go to download tilde. So now you come to tilde out of your slash root, and then you go to CD, you can, let's say you just go to download directory without dot slash. Then go to download directory, and I want to see the current here, the status or the full detail of information of this current location. What is the properties of this location? So if I add, it show all the thing underneath download. There is one hidden file, two hidden file, or three hidden files. They are underneath there. So if you want to list your current location detail, then you just add and dot. Okay. If you, because in here there is no files, there is no any additional files at all, right? So nothing to do with add dot or just add directly. But if you have hundreds of files, then when you use add, it lists a lot of things, and you just want to know your detail of current directories of current files, and you just add dot. So this dot is representing your current directory, and that is only where when that is much more helpful than to just use dot slash download to go to other directory. So far so good, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, to dummy đấy. Listing files in a directory. The ls command is the powerful command that derives from the word list. List. And what is good about ls? By itself, the ls command will list the files in current directory. Just use ls without any further path, then it will just list your current directory. So remember ls. There are many different types of files in Linux. As you learn more about Linux, you will discover many of these types. The following is a brief summary of some of the more common file types, which is some of the more common. Right? It's not all, but just some of more common type of files. So there are plain file. Is a file that also called a plain file called normal file. Directory is a directory, or it's like a container of folders. It's a directory. Executable file. So directory is also a file type. But when you show, let's say you show the details of a directory, it does not show your size of directory. It shows the block size, the memory size that this directory needs in order to keep all the files inside. So the folder or the directory is also a type of file. Executable file is a file that can be run like a program. Symbolic file, symbolic link is a file that points to another file. So the real file is not here, but the link to that real file is here. On many Linux distributions, regular user accounts are modified so that the ls command displays file names color based by file type. So this not on all of Linux distribution, but most of them, when we use ls by default, they will colorize the output of the file names in different colors. For example, directories may be displayed in blue, executable files may be displayed in green, symbolic files may be displayed in light blue, cyan. I don't know what is it. Oh, cyan. yeah. The color we just work for printer this morning. Let's go to see why. Actually, there is why here. Do you know why it normally in most distributions when we use LS there is different colors? Why? Dira, Matt, when we show VLS, there is we just LS, and let's say I CD to CD slash and I LS, then it by default show something in different color. And actually, I do not use LS dash color or something. So why?
Go to identify different types of file or folder or executable files.
So what if I want to not use LS? What can I remove? I remove S from L, it's still the same. I just use L without S, it's still color, or it doesn't work. What makes the LS look colorful? Actually, it is in here. It is when we type alias by default. How many aliases in the Linux system it will show. So you can see by the name ls, it means ls dash color equal auto. So it means by default it's automatically auto put the color, and that is the reason why ls alone is also that is also something that I asked in chapter 1. I mean, we can put alias. What if our alias is totally exact, the same as the original file? Then it's just overnight. Yeah. So, if you want to remove the color auto from ls, like you want to type ls alone without any color, what can you do? You just put a backslash to blind the function. The color is like a special function for ls to color the output. Then we backslash, let's put ls, it will just show without color. If you do not want to see color, but normally you want to see it. Because yes, you want to see, especially girls that do that. So in here, actually, it's not just an example. It's something that makes sense that you should remember as well. Directory normally display blue, executable files normally in green, and symbolic links normally in cyan, which means light blue. Light blue means blue but light, like this. Yeah, it's more than that. Yes. It's more than that. It means it's lighter than that. Okay, listing hidden files. If you want to list hidden files, how can you do? So when you use the ls command, it displays the content of a directory. Not all files are shown automatically. The ls command doesn't display the hidden files by default. A hidden file is any file or directory that begins with a dot. So this is different from current directory. This dot is within a folder or within a directory. It's a file that is hidden. Let's say you have a .abc. There is a file named abc, but it's just hidden. To display all files, including hidden files, use the /a to the option of ls. A derived from what word? All, yes. So ls-a, it means show all. So there is dot, not dot. Dot means current directory, not dot means double dot means previous mean above directory, one hierarchy above you, and all the files like picture public is normal file, not hidden, and the .config, .gconfig that has a dot in front of file name is a directory that is a hidden file. So the question comes, why are files hidden in the first place? Initially, why are those files hidden? Because we can show all of them, and why are they being hidden? If it is hidden, we should not be able to find it, and it's locked somewhere, and it makes sense. But it's hidden, but we can list all of them. So what's the meaning to hide them?
This one, it's just a children idea. Hidden in here, something like it's not admin, a root user, something like just a normal user. We don't want them to show all the files, something like a file system.
Yes, right. You're right, totally right. So actually, all these files are also files. Nothing more. It's also have content and make the system run this way or that way the same. So the point that Linux hide all of this because in normal administrative work, like you do your normal work to create directory, delete this one, or do all the text file or something, you do not have to see all those files like .bash rc all this dot is like something that make the system work the way it should. It's not make the administrative easier to work with his day-to-day job or something. So let's say there is 100 hidden file and you create one file that is not hidden, then you need to do your job on it. You need to do your work, and then you list. Then you see all of them. So how much time do you need to spend to find your file? In this case, compared to the case of hidden files are hidden away. Okay, these customization files are not that one that you work regular basis. Okay, long display listing. So it always has a full form of a command. Otherwise, it will not have option of -a, -b or -l. So ls means list. So when you ls and then you put a -l, it means long. -l means long. So you just put ls, you display only the directory and file name. But when you put the -l, it means you display long information of the device of the directory of files. So these information, what are they called? They are called metadata. Metadata. In Chinese we call it suchi. The suchi is like metadata. It's like a very tiny component of information that is constructing something. So metadata of a file is something like this. It's like the type of file, the permission, actually we have them in here. Okay, so the first component of metadata is type of file. D means directory. Without D means file. And the 10 characters after the file type can be RW, XR, XR, X, execute, read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read, write. These are permission, and